Welcome to High and Logical. My name's Gabriel Baker, for those who don't know. For those who do know, I thank you a lot for being able to come in and review my video. To start off, I really appreciate you guys showing me the love, taking the time out of your day to actually watch my videos. It makes me feel even more self-satisfied with myself that I know that I'm doing this, because I've long while ago I wasn't really the most faithful with myself about this, but it's like the more and more I do it, the more and more I'm just like, yeah, we got this. We freaking got this. And I really appreciate you guys just for keeping me going. You know, all these little things, like even if it's just like a, hey, I watched your video, or this video made me feel so good about myself, that it makes my heart cry in a good way. Not in a sad way, in a really, really good way. I do really appreciate you guys tremendously for showing me the love and gratitude. So to start off, I'm going to say is know yourself. Know yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Know yourself. Lately, I've been doing a lot of self-analytical processing. I'm pretty sure I said this even in my last late night thoughts. But the realizing about what is going on with yourself is probably the most healthiest thing that you could really do to grow. Noticing your traumas, noticing your toxic habits that you do, noticing that these things that are in your life that just don't serve you, that they just bring you discomfort, they don't bring you joy. These are the things that you need to be able to get rid of and apply the things that are actually necessary for your life to actually keep you happy, to keep you motivated, and to keep you centered and balanced. Now, when it comes to noticing yourself, not a lot of people are really willing to actually break themselves down and realize that, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this. I should not be talking to people like this. I should not be belittling myself, so on and so forth. Now, when it comes to being able to actually break yourself down in a healthy manner, there are plenty of ways to be able to do that. But this isn't gonna be some how-to to how to break yourselves down or anything like that. That's a journey that you need to be able to do for yourself. But I'm gonna tell you right now that once you know yourself, you will probably be the most comfortable with yourself that you have ever been. Lately, I have probably never been the most comfortable with myself in my own skin since God knows when. And I literally mean that, because all these things that I was doing and these ways that I'm like talking to people, my toxic habits that I'm applying to myself and I'm applying to others, like I realize that these are a big downfall for not only for myself, but for other people. And lately it's just been having to change, be better, to do better, succeed in your own way, or even just succeed in general. These are the things that have been driving me lately, just to be better, because that's all I want to do. And that's all I want other people to do, is just to be satisfied with what you've done. You know, to notice these little, not little, but little and big things that should be taken into consideration, that you should be proud of yourselves about. To be able to go through all these hardships and realize where you are now, like that is a great accomplishment, and you should be patting yourself on the back for this. And I'm not even kidding you. You should be appreciating yourself for this. It's not the easiest to be able to be happy with what you've done every day. You know, everybody lives in their whole thing about where they regret things that they've said, they regret things that they've done, but in the long run, are you happy about that decision that you made? If you're not, then you know exactly what you need to do. But if you are, then you don't need to worry about anything that you've done in the past. You don't need to worry about what other people have told you, what other people really think about you. None of these things really matter, because it's all about you. Your self-perseverance is the biggest thing that you really need to be worrying about. Not what other people think about you, not what other people say about you, because that stuff doesn't fucking matter. You've made it this far without anybody's help. What makes you think that what other people are saying about you that isn't even actually serving you actually really means anything? It doesn't. It's a lot easier said than done. I still have my own ways where I'm still, caught up in here sometimes, but I've been able to control this guy right here and just be happy with everything that I've done. And I've never been more content about all the decisions that I've made, following my intuition about these certain things that I've definitely recently done. It's just, life is good. Appreciate life. Appreciate everything. Life likes to throw you a curveball every now and then, but if you're still breathing, if you're still waking up the next day, that's a blessing. you just being you and being here for yourself is a blessing. And you guys really need to be able to kind of like look at yourselves and smile about that. Because I'm so proud of you guys. Like, I don't even know what the heck any of you really guys might have gone through. But even if I do, just know that I'm proud of you. If I don't, just know that I'm proud of you. Because you have overcome so many things in the dark that you don't really need to be showboating it or gloating to somebody else that you've accomplished something, even though that it doesn't really matter to show it to other people that you did. Because just the fact that you did it, that's all that really matters. This, I guess that's really it. I guess is just this kind of little pick-me-up moment, because that's all I really want to try to do is just have people realize that they have a lot more than what they actually really think that they do. Don't take your blessings for granted. Don't think that you don't have enough. You do have enough. If you want more, you got to work for it. You got to be able to go through these uncomfortable phases to be able to kind of get what you want, because you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's whack as hell to say, but it is the bare truth that you just need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable if you want change. Because change is never easy. It may seem easy at first, but then all of a sudden everything else just kind of starts piling on to it a little bit, and you're just like, whoa, I've definitely taken this big workload, and I did not realize that I was going to take this at all. But then you realize about every little thing that you go through is a lesson. Every little thing that you go through is something that's trying to teach you. Some things that you expected to have a better outcome might not, and that's okay. But you can't always expect to know everything. You can't be worrying about the future, about what if this happens, what if this happens, what if this happens. You could play a game of what if all day, but you're never not going to know the answer until it happens. Just because that somebody's not texting you back doesn't mean that they're not off doing something that you think that they're doing. Just because that they got their own shit to worry about. It doesn't matter what the heck that they're doing. It's a matter what the heck you're doing. And you need to realize if this is a toxic habit that you need to break, you need to break it. Like, the one thing lately that really kind of woke me up the other day was I seen a video to where it was list all of your bad habits, right? And then write another list about all the things that you are passionate about, everything that you really enjoy, all that other stuff. And then there's another page to where you have to write about how your habits affect your passions, your success, etc., etc., etc. This kind of really just broke myself. Like, I'm looking at myself, I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that I've been doing this for so long. And it's just mind-blowing to kind of like all of a sudden see everything that you're not really doing right in a different sense of looking at yourself and realizing that you need to let go of these certain pieces that just don't serve you anymore. And it's just mind-blowing. And I mean, literally, it's so mind-blowing to have to go, like, when you all of a sudden internally just digest all of it and you see all these things that you're doing that you just don't even want to do them anymore. It's all of a sudden like smoking a cigarette and realizing that it's bad for you, and then you just throw it out, which, I mean, you should be doing that anyway, because that stuff's not good for you. I mean, I can't really say much. I don't judge you if you do, because I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to, I have my still fair shares of things that I definitely need to get under control, and I'm definitely working on it. And that's one thing that if you are at least working on it and trying, it's better than not doing it at all. I'm just going to say that right now. I mean, it might take a couple failures. It might take a couple hiccups just to kind of get the bigger picture. Shit. It might even have to take a whole big, scary scenario just for you to see that you actually might need to do this, because it is going to be better for you in the long run. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling right now. It's just self-improvement, ladies and gentlemen. Know yourself, improve every day. Know that you are worthy, you are deserving, and that you are blessed. Count your blessings. Stop missing out. Stop looking at your book to see what you need to get done. Count your blessings of what you got, because life is too short. I'm going to say that right now. Everybody already knows this, that life is too short, and some people kind of definitely take that for granted too, because they don't know if they're going to wake up the next day. They don't know if they're going to all of a sudden just fuck up and then just all of a sudden just hit rock bottom. Like, you definitely just realize your blessings. Count them up. Count them all up on your hands right now. I want you to literally tell yourself everything that you've accomplished in the past 2 months, right? And if you're happy about those decisions that you made, be happy about them. Give yourself a clap. Give yourself a pat on the back. Go out and just celebrate a little bit if you want. That's completely fine because you have every reason to. And if you don't feel like you're really happy about your decisions, then you already know what you need to do. You already know you need to change them. You already know you need to be in a better set of mindset to be able just to kind of see things a little bit more clearly. And you will be right as rain, babe. Right as rain. So I'm going to end it at that. I'm pretty sure I'm satisfied even with just this is. So I hope you guys have a fantastic night, day, wherever the heck you guys are. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit that bell button, and I will see you guys soon.